Hello, everybody. Let's start again.
Okay.
Five,
Just smile.
4, 3. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Extra Point. I'm here with Callie and
Zach.
Start over again.
His name is Zach.
That little shit over here.
Alright, sorry.
All right. Once again. 5, 4, 3. Hello, everyone. I'm here with Zach and Callie. This is this week's edition of the Extra Point. We've got a lot to talk about this week, so let's just go straight into it. Zach, is there anything on the Tullahoma front you want to let anybody know?
Boys basketball team dropped to 0-4 on the season. It was the last rough weekend for them. Dropped a couple games. They were taking on some tough opponents. Had to go to Lebanon to compete in the Thanksgiving Classic up there. Took on Oakland, got hammered 89-30. Then turned around and played host school Lebanon the next day. Ended up losing 60-29.
Lebanon.
Yeah,
I think in the south.
Lebanon. Yeah,
Lebanon.
I'm apparently not from around here, as you can tell. So,
It's like fat.
Motlow's doing
Shovel.
yeah, shovel. Yeah, Motlow's doing well. So, congrats to them. Both the men and women's team are doing well. Men got a win last night, 122-70 over Tennessee Wesleyan, the JV team up there. So. Come support Motlow.
It's free.
Okay,
It's
good.
free
to go to a game.
Good game to go see.
Yeah.
Let's rehash some of Thanksgiving weekend games real quick. Let's see. On last week, Zach, you went 7-5 on your picks. Callie 5-7, and the big winner last week, me at 9-3.
gosh, Lord
Yes,
mercy.
my head. Well, you know it was National Joe Day last Friday.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that being said, we all picked Arkansas. That was an easy win, I think, for them. TCU surprised me a little bit. You know,
Yeah,
what do you think about that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the most boring game ever, though.
It was the longest game, and I was
Because of all the rain that was coming down there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
they
was.
just couldn't get anything going.
The Oklahoma game kind of surprised. I mean, we both picked them to win, but I didn't think it would.
Yeah, I didn't think that
First
hammer them
quarter,
quite
it
like
looked
they did.
like it was going to be a really good game, and then
Oh,
I went
yeah.
to watch a movie
Yeah.
and came back, and it was over.
Yeah.
So let's see. Zach and Callie picked Michigan.
I think that was one of the
Ohio State.
biggest surprises of the weekend was Ohio State and Michigan. I just didn't think they would get beat as bad.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, I picked Michigan in that one. I was kind of surprised at how lopsided that game was. But
Yeah.
then again, just talks to how good Ohio State can be whenever it actually decides to show up.
Yeah, Florida State spanked Florida.
Yeah, that's
And we all took Florida State on that one. LSU we all took, and that was Les Miles' last game. No,
Yeah, not so
Yeah.
much anymore.
We'll talk about that in a
Yeah.
minute. Let's see. Me and Zach took Stanford. That's where you messed up by taking the Irish.
yeah.
I think the Ole Miss Mississippi State game wasn't as close.
No,
as
that was a butt whooping. Yeah, on
Mississippi
Ole
State
Miss's part.
completely laid an egg in that one.
Yeah.
I get it. Well,
Hey,
Yeah. Boom. Unintended. Let's see. We all took UT, and actually by half, it looked like it was really going to be a good game. But
Defense was a little slow to get started, but overall, I was very impressed with the offensive line still. But overall, Dobbs was awesome this game. I mean, he fumbled a snap, but he made up for it by gaining 17 yards on the same play. So they look good. They put their second team in, and they look good too. Normandy's their backup quarterback looked really good. Scored a touchdown. I'm happy.
Okay, Alabama, Auburn. That was actually a little bit closer, at least through the first half.
Yeah. Well, it's a rival game. You know they're going to play them
it
well,
always
so.
is. UCLA did not beat USC, and y'all talked me into taking UCLA.
No, I don't think so. I think because
No.
UCLA, every time we've taken them this year, y'all taken them, they've won.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and I think we all kind of were surprised when New England got beat by Denver. And
Yeah,
That was
That
a
was-
great game.
That was,
That was a
like
good
I said
game.
last week, Osweiler really impressed me, and the running game got going this week. So
Yeah, once it got going, it was kind of hard to stop.
Okay.
It was a great game.
Well, on the season right now, I've
And
got.
who did we pick teams for that? Who was
Yes.
going to win?
Yes.
I think
Yes.
we
We
all
all
picked
went-
them.
We all went
Okay.
with New England, yeah. Well, I think at
I
that,
feel bad about that now.
other than the fourth quarter, I think it really was the Patriots game.
Mm-hmm.
On the season, Zach, you're 54-38. Callie, you're bringing up the rear at 44-39. And once again, I'm back in the lead at 56-36.
All right, that means I got to do well this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, we only got like this week and then bowl games left, I guess.
So
sad,
To try
so
to pick
sad.
an eventual champion. Is one of us going to actually buy a trophy for the other,
No, I
or
don't think
two
so.
of
I
us?
think you just
Maybe
get
just
bragging rights.
desserts or bragging rights, something
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I can handle that for a whole year. All right. Anyway, let's talk about this week's games. Let's see. Number 20 Temple will be at Houston.
This will be a great game. I have a feeling. I'm going with the Houston on this one just because it's going to be in Houston. So
Yeah, I'm with you.
liking that one.
And with getting their coach, and of course we'll talk about that here in a minute. I think it'll be a good game for them.
I like the home team in this one as well. I think Houston has the firepower to pull it off. Texas at Baylor. We had to kind of grasp at straws at games this week. So,
Well, providing it doesn't rain, I think Baylor's got this one.
I think Baylor's got this one too.
and I'm
If it
gonna
rains,
go with you
we
and
may
go
be
with
there all
Baylor.
day.
This one could be, I don't know. I mean, USC's been a surprising team. Stanford, number 7, at which you guys corrected me, but in the AP, they have USC at number 24. So this is a neutral site.
I'm going Stanford in this one. I just think they're just a little bit better. But I think this is going to be a really close game. I think USC with the naming of the new head coach.
Okay, guys, with Zach. And I'm just going to stay online. If I stay and pick the exact same things y'all do, I'll never lose. Let's see. Once again, neutral location. This one's going to be an interesting game. Number 5, Michigan State at number 4, Iowa.
I think Michigan State wins this.
I hate to agree with you on everything, but yes, this one I'm going Michigan State.
I think
as well.
Iowa has ran its course, and it's just while a good year, this is a hard opponent for them.
Michigan State is 1 point away from being undefeated this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
However, they're also one heck of a lucky play for being undefeated this year. I'm going with Iowa.
Okay.
I think
You
Iowa's
do
got
that,
something to prove, and Michigan State's had a rough go the last couple of They've had some tough games.
But they're
So-
scrappers. So that's
I'm
what I
not
like
saying they're
most
not.
about Michigan State. Is
Yeah, I've
that
always
they're
liked that
scrappers.
about Michigan State. They've always been like the third guy in the
Yeah.
conference, it seems like.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number 8, North Carolina is going to face number 1, Clemson.
This
You know,
is a
some of these
great
games,
game.
and this Michigan State and Iowa and this North Carolina Clemson, they have big ramifications if Clemson was to lose.
Oh yeah.
So it really changes the face, and then it also could make that the bid that Ohio State could be in, for gosh sakes.
Yeah,
They're not
let's
playing
just
for a
pray that
championship,
Clemson
championship
wins
game, but we'll
this.
cover that
Yeah.
bridge in a few minutes.
So I choose Clemson.
I'm going to gamble on this one. I'm saying North Carolina wins this
I
one.
say
North
it's gonna be a
Carolina
great
has
game,
showed
yeah.
offensive power.
They have,
So
and-
I don't know, something tells me that Clemson will choke up at some point in this season.
Which they almost did last week.
They
against
almost
North
did
Carolina.
last week, so I'm saying North
But they
Carolina.
battle
for some
back, and that's the thing. If they hadn't battled back, maybe
I don't know, just history tells me not
Yeah.
to bet on Clemson. So
I said it before, and I'll say it again. I wouldn't mind seeing them as national champions. So.
Well, I'm just going to go out on a limb and go with Zach.
Well, you do that. You
I
limit
think
up.
North Carolina and Iowa are going to pull some upsets this week. This one I do not, though. I think
No.
Florida versus Alabama in the SEC Championship. Florida's not showing me much. I think Alabama's going to win.
Roll. I think this is an easy win for Alabama.
Yeah.
Cali's
So you're
gonna-
saying that Florida isn't as good as what you thought they were, or
I thought Florida with that quarterback they got suspended for remember whenever that point that seemed to be whenever Florida's offense sort of tanked a little
It
bit.
helps
this
when you're
season.
on performance-enhancing drugs.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
West Virginia at Kansas State.
I don't know.
West Virginia.
Yeah,
At
West
Kansas
Virginia.
State, though. Kansas State always plays
Kansas
tough at home.
State. Yeah, but I'm still going West Virginia.
Okay, I am.
Zach, did we pick the? No, you went against me against.
I am too. And this is really, we got no other than some of the smaller colleges. I just went out and grabbed the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Tennessee Titans, and we can kind of talk about the Titans when we get done with this real quick.
I'm going Jacksonville
Yeah,
in this
me
one.
too.
I think that where the media is starting to talk about that losing streak for Tennessee, I think it's going to hurt them again. And I think
Yeah.
that's going to be something.
I'm going to the game this weekend. I have tickets, so I'm rooting for Tennessee.
All right.
All right, I took them the last time and they let me down, but that was against Jacksonville in Jacksonville. This is a home game, so I'll be in the stands, rooting and cheering, and I don't want for
So what
them
you're
to
saying
come out.
is if they win, you're the good luck charm? Is that what it is?
That will be it. And if they lose, then we'll blame Cal.
They won't like me.
All right, talk about the Titans real quick. Is Mariota the golden boy? I mean, really, is he?
I told you he wasn't the answer that they needed, and
He's not.
it's proved evident that
I think
it's not.
everybody
They had
kinda
much
knew that.
more work to do than drafting a quarterback, and they got torn. my opinion, they should have drafted with that second pick, drafted Amari Cooper, who tore him to shreds on last Sunday.
In lead right now to be the NFL Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Marcus Mariota, he's a good player.
Yeah,
he's had good games. But so far, they have to get over that hump, and they've been in games these last few weeks to get over that hump. However, how have most of those games ended?
Losses.
And who threw the interception?
Mariota gets sacked at the last
it's just
seconds.
Unfortunately, you've got to learn how to win those games, and he's got to learn how to win those games. But he should know how to win those games because he played it.
Well, he needs an offensive line, though, to help him out a little bit.
Exactly.
I don't care how good you are as a quarterback.
He had a chance against Ohio State last year. He didn't shine there.
Well,
I mean, when you're on the stage, people that are on the stage shine.
Yeah, but
I'm going to wait and reserve until the Titans build a team around him before.
That's true.
I think he has a great. He has a possibility.
He has tremendous upside, but the franchise has to help him.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys, come on. Let's get off the Titans back because Oakland just did.
No.
All right, let's talk college football. Let's talk college football for a little bit.
Let's do it.
We can talk about coaches. Okay, Les Miles, he's looking for a job, right?
No, actually, they decided that they
would
go
figure. Yeah,
would you want to stay there though?
I know that's the exact same
that's
thing.
That's
I
what went
said.
through my head too.
I mean, he has the highest
up,
winning percentage.
If a better offer comes up, the thing is, what's better than LSU?
That they're willing to pay him out.
Well,
I mean, South Carolina's open, Missouri's open.
I wouldn't want. If
you have to
step
build a
down
program.
from LSU, no.
But the fact,
especially when we have like the #1 recruiting class.
The fact that they would even consider firing him, I realize he lost 3 key SEC games. I understand that, but he has the highest winning percentage of any coach there. It's even higher than Nick Saban when he was there. So why do you want to get rid of that? Now, I mean, I know he's been there for a while, and how long really does a coach stay anymore? 10, 15 years.
Look at this, Mark Richt, 75% winning percentage
exactly
at Georgia. And you guys were saying no, but I said I think he's gone.
I just would hope that they would have been smarter than that. And I know you talk mediocrity, and I've screamed mediocrity too, but if you look at his record, he has a good record.
But it all matters who you beat.
I know that.
And a good clean program.
But this year he hasn't lost any. He lost 3 games this year.
The key ones though: Alabama, Tennessee, and one other
Florida.
Yeah.
And he's also in what people are saying the weaker East right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think the East has been a little weaker the last couple of years. Let's see. Other people on the front. Last that I heard or just read, Miami Hurricanes have interviewed Mark Richt, and sources say from the Miami, I think Herald, that if he wants the job, it's his.
I don't know that I would want to go.
He's from. That's where he actually, that's his alma mater.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that program is such a mess right now.
Is,
I
and
don't know that I would want to step into it.
But
I don't know.
With such a
history,
such a history of bad, just bad news from that school, it may be a good thing for him to come in and start a clean program for them.
Maybe.
I mean, that's the upside of it. Also, don't forget about Kirby Smart at Alabama. That's a big win for Georgia.
Kirby Smart being hired by Georgia.
Yeah, that was. Also, Mark Richt's been interviewed by Missouri as well. It's amazing though. You're fired on Saturday night or Sunday morning.
Sunday morning, yeah.
And then you've already interviewed with 2 colleges.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show what a good coach he is and what a,
So
I never thought I would be taking up for him.
Did Georgia make a mistake then?
Well, we shall see.
We shall.
I don't.
Okay.
Well, they got Kirby Smart out.
I think they need.
After 15 years of mediocrity, they needed to shake things up. So.
Okay, let's see. The Houston coach, he's done a good job.
Tom Herman.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a
He says
year.
he's going to stay, but I don't think money's been thrown at him yet.
Yeah, but just from the sources I heard, and I know people close to the University of Houston, I think he stays another year. I think he's waiting to get that little more experience, and then maybe he'll take a job in the SEC somewhere.
Charlie Strong said the same thing when he left for Texas.
Yeah,
2 years after he was offered a job by Tennessee.
Yeah, 2 years after though. So.
Not 2 years.
Well, and you have to hire a coach in college pretty quick. because
Yeah.
of recruiting. It's just one of those unfortunate things. Interim coach Clay Helton was given the head coach job at USC. He'll have his hands.
Can't hurt.
Yeah, can't.
I mean, he was this top
Yeah.
assistant under Sarkisian, so might as well pull the trigger.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see, and I wanted to bring this last one up. Of course, retiring Frank Beamer from Virginia Tech. Memphis coach Justin Fuente has done a fabulous job at Memphis. They announced him as the new hire over
think
there.
it's a good hire.
Former OU boy too.
His first game. Do you know what his first game is going to be?
Us, Tennessee.
Right.
Mhm.
In the inaugural
the
Bristol
Bristol
Bowl,
Yeah.
or whatever,
Speedway.
which will be the largest football game in college history. So I think it'll be
No
over
pressure there.
150,000 people will be in attendance.
It's just 50,000 more than what we're used to.
So yeah, it's probably about 100,000 more than what they're used to in Virginia.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, with that being said, let's see, what else do we want to talk about, guys? I did want to ask something. Let's talk just college football playoff stuff. I got something here, and I'm sure Zach's going to have a strong opinion. Should Oklahoma get into the playoff not playing in a championship game?
Yes.
What do you think?
No, I agree with him. But I also think it needs to go to an 8-team playoff because you just run into teams that you have 1 to 2 lost teams. Very rarely are you going to have an undefeated team.
I'm always in for the expansion of the playoffs. The FCS, the 1AA division, has had a playoffs, right? I can't even know how much.
Absolutely.
If you watch, that is the most exciting football
It
ever.
is.
I covered that in 2011 whenever Sam Houston made their national championship run in that, and
Well,
that's just an incredible system.
Here's the
to
problem.
watch those games.
The problem is the bowls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they've had a playoff always,
Yeah.
and that's what they do. We have bowls at Division One,
My
and those bowls aren't going to give up their money.
Yeah.
No.
And
And
So
that's-
make the sites the bowl games.
Exactly. People are going to come out. I don't care where you put them.
I think it would
You know.
bring more attention to college football if you had an 18 playoff. I think it severely hurts. I think it severely favors Oklahoma at this point. They don't have to play a game. They don't have to play Michigan
Well,
State.
whenever
They
you
don't
look at
have to play
Oklahoma's schedule,
North Carolina.
though, this is the difference between some of the other conferences and like the SEC. SEC, not everybody plays everybody. Like Alabama and Florida, they didn't match up during the regular season. Oklahoma went through every Big 12 opponent this
Well, but-
season, so
Yeah, but
Yeah, and
that
they lost
goes
two, though. They
back
lost
to your
Missouri and-
scheduling too.
they lost to
Yeah.
only one.
No,
Yeah.
they lost out of their conference. They
But
lost teams,
scheduling is
that's
so
why they had
different.
to-
But it's you don't have the scheduling though. Of college football is such a science in itself. It's hard to. It'll be hard for them to play every single one of their teams. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know that's
Because
why
you
I'm
have
saying
your rival
that's why.
games and then
That's why.
We have 14
that's why
teams instead of
championship
13.
game in like those bigger divisions like the Big 10 and SEC works. Big 12, they have enough teams where you can just run the table and
Yeah.
round robin
No,
schedule.
and like
so.
I said, I think that it's fine.
Well, maybe the Big 12 needs to look at getting Houston into the mix.
That's
over
that's
there.
been the talks down there. Is
So
that
they
they're
need to
working
get
on
it built
that.
back up to where they have 12
Well,
teams.
see if Tom Herman can make that into a program here in the next couple of years. And if that happens, then
'Cause
maybe
that's what they need. They need
Oklahoma
a
plays.
super conference.
Here's the thing though. Oklahoma plays at Houston next season, so
Okay.
that'll be an interesting game.
Well, let's move on and talk college football playoff. If Clemson was to lose, I've been reading some stuff. If Clemson was to lose, it opens the door for Ohio State to come in. Now, should Ohio State now, since they didn't have to play in their own championship game?
My thing though is if Clemson loses, is that really going to knock? I mean, if it's a close game, will that knock them out of the top four?
Well,
Would
will
they
it?
win?
Necessarily,
I don't
with
think
the
so. I
votes.
almost
Why
think
wouldn't
if
North
it's a close
Carolina
game-
be given an?
Well, North Carolina has played 2 FCS opponents this year and lost to South Carolina this year.
Yeah.
So I think with those things hanging over them, it's not exactly a favorable matchup. Clemson, has been number 1 all season. So everybody else in there has 1 loss already. So
Yeah.
Stanford beats USC. I mean, if there's a
Well,
if
you're talking
Alabama
about-
was to lose and Clemson were to lose, because those are the 1 and 2 right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If both of those were to lose, and I don't think Alabama's going to, but Clemson, me and Zach both
Yeah.
think Clemson can. It really opens the door to have 2 Big Ten teams in there.
Gosh, I hope.
I'm
not.
thinking, yeah.
Hopefully, they would play each other.
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what the committee does.
Yeah.
So for some reason, I think if North Carolina beats Clemson, I still think Clemson gets in there.
That's just another
Just
reason
if
why
it's a
you need
close
an
game.
18 playoff. It just goes right back. Because each year, remember when with the BCS?
No, I agree.
you
Or
need a-
even
you need a
if
playoff.
you did a 16 playoff and the first 4 teams played each other.
Yeah, you
and
could even do
and
that, but it's
the
got to
top
be
2
bigger
had a
than
bye.
your.
You know,
It's got to be bigger than the 14s.
I mean, I think at this
I
point
think-
you could almost agree on the top two, although it'd be very difficult because Clemson is the only undefeated team out there. You know, who is number 2? Is it really Alabama? Is it Ohio State? Is it Michigan State?
I want to see
Alabama's
Iowa
first
play against.
Iowa's undefeated.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to
that's
see
the
Iowa
game
play
I
against
want.
Michigan
The
State.
eye test.
Yeah, it is.
Per the way it used to be, if you were undefeated, it would be Clemson would be number 1, Iowa would be number 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And they look at strength of schedule and
Yeah.
stuff.
Well,
like
then
that.
again,
and I
that's
think they very well
Why a
should.
playoff works, and it's fair. They beat them, they won like last year. Ohio State got you, they beat them, they won. End of story.
Okay,
Yep.
come next week we'll have a lot of football to talk about because we'll have all these games to discuss that my picks came true. Other than that, I say we get back together when we get the bowl announcements and
Okay.
we pick maybe our top 10 to 12 bowl games. And
Bowl game extravaganza.
and we go bowling for the champion, the
There you
Extra
go.
Point Championship. Okay?
The ship. Yep.
Yeah, and we'll give Callie double points so she can get back.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, guys, you guys got anything else you want to add? Maybe your Twitter handles or something
No,
like
yeah,
that?
you can reach me on Twitter at Zach Birdsong, no spaces in between.
You can actually reach me at Zach Birdsong. No spaces in between. No, it's at NewsGal27.
And you can reach me at either one of those Twitter handles. We appreciate you guys joining us all year. We hope you enjoy the show that we have here. We're always looking for sponsors, so if you know anybody that wants to sponsor, we'll put your name right here behind our heads.
Behind Joe's head.
If my big head doesn't cover it up. I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good day, all right?
Thanks.